Did you know that more than 70% of adults over 50 already have some form of vision decline, and most don't even realize it until it's too late? The shocking part is that many of these issues can be detected early with simple at-home tests you can do in minutes, no doctor or expensive equipment required. Even more surprising, over 60% of people are slowly losing their vision because they're missing out on natural remedies and foods that have been scientifically shown to protect the eyes. The good news is that these solutions are not complicated. They're practical steps you can start today, whether it's a food you add to your diet, a nutrient you supplement, or a habit you practice daily. And in many cases, people notice clearer, sharper vision within weeks. This video is divided into two parts. First, we'll go over the best simple home tests that you can perform to get a quick idea of how healthy your eyes are right now. Then we'll reveal the 5 most powerful natural ways to actually improve your eyesight and protect your vision for years to come. Some of these methods are so effective that they're used in clinical settings, but you can do them right at home. Before we begin, tell us in the comments where you're watching from and how often you get your eyes checked. I always enjoy reading your stories, and we try to reply to every comment. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more practical, science-based health tips. Now let's begin with the very first at-home eye test you can do today. Chances are you've never tried it before. Number 1, the classic reading chart test, the at-home Snellen chart method. One of the most widely recognized and reliable ways to test eyesight at home is to use a reading chart, often called a Snellen chart. This is the familiar chart you've probably seen at the optometrist's office, filled with rows of letters that get smaller and smaller as you move down the page. The great thing about this test is that you can easily replicate it at home with just a printer, a wall, and a bit of space. It allows you to measure your distance vision in a way that comes surprisingly close to a professional test. The principle of the Snellen chart is very simple. Vision is measured as a ratio, usually expressed as something like 20/20 vision. The top number, 20, represents the distance in feet between you and the chart. The bottom number represents the distance at which someone with normal eyesight could read the same line. So if you have 20/40 vision, it means that what you can see clearly at 20 feet, a person with normal vision can see clearly from 40 feet away. That's why this test is such a useful standard. It gives a direct comparison of your eyesight to what is considered normal or healthy vision. To do this test at home, you'll need to download and print a Snellen chart. Many versions are available for free online, but you'll want to make sure the chart you print is properly scaled, which usually means it should be printed on a full-size piece of paper without resizing. Once you have the chart, place it on a wall in a well-lit room at eye level. Then measure a distance of exactly 20 feet from the wall and place a chair or mark the spot where you will stand. If you live in a smaller space and don't have 20 feet of room, you can sometimes use charts designed for shorter distances, such as 10 feet. Now comes the actual test. Cover one eye with your hand or a piece of paper, making sure not to press too hard on the eye, since that can temporarily blur your vision. Start at the top of the chart and read each line of letters out loud until you can no longer distinguish them clearly. Note the smallest line that you were able to read correctly. Then repeat the process with the other eye. This simple test gives you a general measure of your distance vision, which can reveal issues like nearsightedness, difficulty seeing far away, farsightedness, difficulty seeing close up, or even astigmatism, blurred vision caused by irregularly shaped cornea. While it won't replace a full eye exam, it provides a very solid check of whether your vision is within the normal range or if you may need corrective lenses. It's important to remember that lighting plays a big role in how well you can see the chart. Dim light can make your eyes strain and give you an inaccurate reading. For best results, make sure the chart is evenly lit without glare or shadows. Another point to consider is that this test primarily checks your visual acuity, meaning how clearly you can see details at a distance. It doesn't measure other aspects of vision, like depth perception, peripheral vision, or eye coordination. Still, as a starting point for an at-home eye test, the Snellen chart is one of the best tools you can use. A useful tip is to repeat this test every few months. Vision can change slowly, and you may not notice the difference in daily life until it becomes significant. Keeping a record of your results over time can help you spot changes early. For example, if you notice that you could read down to line 7 a few months ago, but now you struggle to get past line 5, that could be a sign that your eyesight is changing and that you should see a professional. To make this even more practical, you can combine the Snellen chart with a friend or family member's help. One person can read the letters aloud from the chart while you stand at the correct distance, which ensures there's no cheating or guessing. Some apps even allow you to simulate a Snellen chart on your phone or tablet, but a printed chart at the right distance usually gives a more accurate result. Number 2, the near vision test, checking your ability to see close up. While the Snellen chart measures your distance vision, another very important test is the near vision test, which checks how well you can see objects up close. Many people start noticing problems with near vision as they get older, often in their 40s or 50s, a condition called presbyopia. This is when the eye's natural lens loses flexibility, making it harder to focus on nearby objects. That's why people suddenly find themselves holding books or their phone farther away to read clearly. To test your near vision at home, you can use a near vision card. Like the Snellen chart, these cards are widely available for free online and can be printed at home. A near vision card usually has rows of text in different font sizes, ranging from large print at the top to very small print at the bottom. The idea is simple. If you can comfortably read the smaller text without straining, your near vision is doing well. Here's how to perform the test. Print out a near vision card and sit in a well-lit room. Hold the card about 14 inches from your eyes. That's the standard distance used in near vision testing. Cover one eye, and with the other eye, try to read the lines of text, starting from the largest and working down to the smallest. Note the smallest line you can read clearly. Then switch eyes and repeat the process. If you struggle to read the smaller lines, or if the text appears blurry, doubled, or requires squinting, that could indicate presbyopia or another issue with near vision. The good thing is that this condition is very common and easily corrected with reading glasses or multifocal lenses. Lighting is again a major factor. Poor light can make even healthy eyes struggle with small print, so make sure you're testing under good bright light that doesn't cause glare. Also, make sure the printout is sharp and not blurry, since a low-quality print could give misleading results. The near vision test is especially important for people who use computers, tablets, or smartphones for extended periods. Strain on the eyes from close-up work can reveal or worsen near vision problems. Regularly checking your ability to read fine print helps you catch changes early and adapt, whether that means adjusting your work environment or getting corrective lenses. Unlike distance vision, where changes might not immediately affect your daily life, near vision issues tend to show up quickly in activities like reading, sewing, or using your phone. That's why this test is so practical. It directly connects to the things most people do every day. This test also has a safety angle. For example, if you can't read medicine labels, cooking instructions, or small numbers on important documents, you could accidentally make errors. Ensuring your near vision is sharp helps avoid mistakes in daily life. By repeating the near vision test regularly, you can keep track of how your close-up sight is evolving. Some people find that their near vision declines slowly, while for others it can change more suddenly. Either way, an at-home test keeps you informed and helps you decide when it might be time to consider reading glasses or professional advice. Number 3, the Amsler grid test, checking for macular health. Another highly effective test you can do at home is the Amsler grid test, which is designed to check for problems in the macula, the central part of the retina responsible for sharp, detailed vision. Conditions like macular degeneration often begin subtly, with small distortions in vision that can be easy to miss. The Amsler grid is a simple and free way to catch those distortions early. The Amsler grid looks like a piece of graph paper with straight horizontal and vertical lines forming a square grid. In the center of the grid is a single black dot. When you look at the dot, the surrounding lines should appear straight and evenly spaced. If they appear wavy, distorted, blurred, or if parts of the grid seem missing, that could be a sign of a problem with the macula. To do the test at home, print out an Amsler grid from the internet. It only takes a minute. Place the grid at eye level in a well-lit room. Hold it about 14 inches from your face, which is the standard distance. Cover one eye and stare directly at the central dot with the other eye. As you keep your gaze on the dot, notice whether the surrounding lines look straight and whether the grid appears complete. Then switch eyes and repeat. If everything looks normal, the lines should remain straight and the grid should look complete. But if you see wavy lines, blurred spots, or blank areas, it could indicate macular damage or distortion. This doesn't automatically mean you have a serious condition, but it does mean you should consult an eye care professional for further evaluation. The Amsler grid test is particularly important for people over 50, since age-related macular degeneration, AMD, becomes more common with age. However, it's useful for anyone, especially if you have a family history of macular problems or other risk factors like smoking or high blood pressure. The beauty of the Amsler grid is its simplicity. It takes less than a minute to do, and yet it can reveal issues that might otherwise go unnoticed until they become more advanced. Because macular conditions affect central vision, catching them early is crucial. Once central vision is lost, it's very hard to restore. Doing this test once a month is a good practice. Keep a printed grid somewhere handy, like on your fridge or in a drawer, and check regularly. If you ever notice a sudden change, like a new distortion or a blurred area, that's a strong signal to seek professional care immediately. The Amsler grid test doesn't replace a full retinal exam, but it serves as an excellent screening tool. It's simple, free, and can make the difference between catching a problem early and letting it progress unnoticed. Now let's discuss 5 ways to improve eyesight. Number 1. Blueberry extract for retinal health. Blueberries are often called eye berries for a reason, but when concentrated into an extract, their benefits for vision become even more powerful. Blueberry extract contains anthocyanins, which are plant compounds that directly support the tiny blood vessels in the retina. These compounds improve circulation inside the eyes, helping deliver oxygen and nutrients more effectively. In World War II, British pilots reportedly consumed blueberry jam before night missions because it sharpened their night vision, and modern research has found supporting evidence. Anthocyanins also reduce oxidative stress in the eyes. This is important because free radical damage contributes to cataracts, glaucoma, and macular degeneration. Blueberry extract has been studied for its ability to improve adaptation to darkness, reduce eye fatigue from screen use, and even slow down vision decline related to aging. While eating fresh blueberries is great, extracts provide a more concentrated dose that can be taken consistently. The recommended dosage usually ranges between 80 to 160 milligrams per day of standardized blueberry extract. It can be taken as capsules, powders, or even in liquid form. Pairing it with vitamin C increases absorption and makes the benefits even stronger. For people spending long hours on digital devices, this is one of the simplest natural additions to protect eye health and improve visual clarity. Number 2, bilberry for night vision and eye strain. Closely related to blueberries, bilberries are another powerful natural remedy for improving eyesight. They are especially known for enhancing night vision. Bilberries are rich in anthocyanosides, a unique type of antioxidant that strengthens collagen structures in the eyes and helps regenerate rhodopsin, a pigment in the retina essential for seeing in low-light conditions. Modern studies confirm that bilberry supplements reduce symptoms of digital eye strain such as dryness, blurriness, and burning sensations. With screen exposure being a major cause of eye fatigue today, this makes bilberry an extremely targeted natural option. Regular intake has been shown to slow down the progression of retinal disorders as well. What sets bilberries apart is their ability to enhance microcirculation in the tiny capillaries of the eyes. This means improved nutrient delivery and waste removal at a cellular level. Over time, better circulation helps maintain sharper vision, delays age-related eye conditions, and supports overall eye resilience. Bilberry extract is usually taken in doses of 120 to 240 milligrams daily, standardized to anthocyanin content. Drinking bilberry tea can also provide benefits, though it is less concentrated than supplements. Combining bilberry with lutein or zeaxanthin creates a strong natural defense against oxidative stress and light-induced damage. This makes bilberry one of the most precise remedies for people struggling with poor night vision or heavy screen-related eye fatigue. Number 3, lutein and zeaxanthin from kale and spinach. Lutein and zeaxanthin are carotenoids that concentrate in the macula, the central part of the retina responsible for sharp vision. They act as natural sunglasses, filtering harmful blue light from digital devices and sunlight before it reaches delicate eye tissue. Unlike general vitamins, lutein and zeaxanthin directly accumulate in the eye and form the macular pigment optical density, MPOD, which is a measurable marker of eye health. The best natural sources are dark leafy greens like kale, spinach, collard greens, and turnip greens. Just 1 cup of cooked kale contains more than 20 milligrams of lutein, which is considered an optimal daily intake for eye protection. Eating these foods regularly has been shown to reduce the risk of macular degeneration and cataracts. For people who don't consume enough leafy greens, lutein and zeaxanthin supplements are available. They are often paired with omega-3 fatty acids to improve absorption. Research has shown that supplementing with these carotenoids increases MPOD within just a few months, which directly translates to better visual sharpness and reduced glare sensitivity. To maximize absorption, it's best to consume lutein-rich foods with healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or nuts. A simple daily salad of spinach with olive oil and walnuts is one of the easiest and most effective ways to nourish your eyes naturally. This remedy is especially targeted for people exposed to screens all day, as blue light protection is now more important than ever. Number 4, castor oil drops for dry eyes. One of the most overlooked natural remedies for vision support is castor oil eye drops. Many cases of blurry or uncomfortable vision aren't due to structural problems, but to dry eyes. Dryness creates irritation, causes blurred vision, and accelerates eye fatigue. Castor oil drops act as a natural lubricant, restoring moisture while reducing inflammation on the eye surface. Unlike artificial tears, castor oil has antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties, making it useful for people with mild eye infections, allergies, or redness. It improves tear film stability and helps reduce evaporation of natural tears, meaning your eyes stay hydrated longer. For people who spend long hours in air-conditioned rooms, on airplanes, or in front of screens, this is a highly specific solution. To use, choose a sterile pharmaceutical-grade castor oil, labeled safe for ophthalmic use. Place 1 drop in each eye before bedtime. Overnight, the oil spreads across the eye surface and provides deep hydration. After a few weeks of consistent use, many people report sharper vision, less irritation, and reduced dependence on artificial tears. This is not a cure for serious eye diseases, but as a targeted remedy for dry eyes, which is a very common reason people feel their vision is worsening, it can be life-changing. Always ensure you are using the correct medical-grade castor oil and not standard household oil, which is not safe for the eyes. Number 5, omega-3 fatty acids from cold water fish. Another highly targeted natural way to support eye health is by boosting omega-3 fatty acid intake. DHA, one of the main omega-3s, is a structural component of the retina. Low levels of DHA are linked to poor visual development in children and faster eye degeneration in adults. Increasing omega-3s directly improves retinal health, tear production, and even prevents macular damage. The best natural sources are cold water fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, and anchovies. 2 to 3 servings per week provide enough omega-3s to maintain eye health. For those who don't eat fish, high-quality fish oil or algal oil supplements are excellent alternatives. Omega-3s work by reducing chronic inflammation in the eyes and throughout the body. This is especially important for people with dry eye syndrome, as omega-3s increase tear secretion and improve tear film quality. Studies also show that higher omega-3 intake lowers the risk of age-related macular degeneration by protecting photoreceptor cells in the retina. For best results, pair omega-3s with antioxidants like vitamin E, which help prevent oxidation of the fatty acids. A simple weekly routine of eating grilled salmon with a side of spinach ensures a natural combination of DHA, lutein, and zeaxanthin, making it one of the most powerful food-based approaches to vision care. Thanks for spending time with us today. Stay safe, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.